So here's my first devlog for my level kit. Gonna walk you guys through just what I've currently got going on. So I've got most of the functionality that I'm wanting in here. However, obviously the UI is not pretty or perfect anyway. I've done a little bit of neatening up, but we'll get to that probably in the next devlog. But we have the target actor set up, so it has the various properties such as obviously the static mesh, materials, lighting, tags, all that shenanigans. Trying to get the transform tools working, for example. Only been able to get the mobility stuff going right now. Haven't got a location, rotation, or scale yet, but that is a work in progress. Next, we have the ability to rename something. So I'll just call this the cube, for example, and I'll be able to rename that. And you'll be able to see it on the right hand side here that has been renamed to the cube. I can also go ahead and Control Z to go ahead and reset that. Next, we also have the ability to move things to folders. So if I actually click on one of these and use the functionality of select all matching static meshes, so this will look for everything in the level which is matching of that static mesh, and we'll collect all of them in one. And then we can go ahead and actually use this drop down to select a folder that we want to move these to. So for this one, I'll do example 1 and I'll do move to folder. And we'll now see that these are all in that folder. I'll go ahead and undo that just for now as well. The way I've done that is pretty simple. Gone ahead and chucked in one of these box strings. I think they're called. Is it box strings? Yeah, box string, which basically allowed me to put in these options here. If you ever want to add more, you just quickly pop in here and then you add more into that. And then you can just select whichever one. And then you just move them to the folder from there, which is really handy. Next, we have the look at. So we'll go ahead and grab a bunch of these little fellas. Go ahead and select the character here, and then we'll do look at. And you'll see all these start looking towards that character, which is amazing. Beyond that, we also have the group. So we can group selected. That can also be undone. Or I can also use the ungroup as well if we do it further down the line. Then going to rotation tools. So we have the ability to actually rotate this either by 90, 45, 5, can reset to 0, or we can do it in the other direction of 5, 45, and 90. These were the best ones I could think of to give the user most mobility when changing things like walls, for example. If they want to get more fine-tuned, then they can come through and obviously use these tools, but this should hopefully give them a quick access to these various ones if they're wanting to. And if it's just random stuff that they're wanting to chuck around, I select a bunch of these. We also have the random rotation, which will just put them any old direction. And then you can also lock them as well. So I can look it on the x-axis, I can look it on the y-axis, or I can even do it on the z-axis, and you'll see it gets restricted every time. And if I lock all of them, it won't do anything because it can't do in any direction. And then that gets reset as well. And then we've got various properties, which we've got from the detail view. So we've got like the meshes, materials, and all that stuff, which we mentioned before. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. Needs a little bit more prettying up. Probably get some stuff hidden away so they don't have all this information when they don't need it. But yeah, it's all coming along nicely. All right, thanks guys.